Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello, hello.
Good morning, everyone. I heartily welcome the honorable guests, faculty members, current students, proud parents and families, and most important, the graduating class of 2022. Today is a momentous occasion as we celebrate a milestone marking a period of hard work, dedication, and perseverance. Congratulations to the graduating batch of 2022. Graduation is a time to celebrate achievements and reflect on the journey that brought you here, filled with successes, challenges, and friendships that will last a lifetime. You leave not just with a degree, but with knowledge, memories, and values that will guide you forward. This day is also about those who supported you along the way, your parents, families, and mentors. Their encouragement, sacrificing, and unwavering belief in you, success, and they deserve thanks. As you step into a world of endless possibilities, remember that your degree is a passport to create, innovate, and make a difference. Embrace challenges as opportunities for growth, knowing that your education has equipped you with the tools needed. Once again, congratulations, class of 2022. With this note, I would like to invite Professor Pranwant, Dean of Faculty of Management, to address the gathering.
Namaskar. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. It's my honor and privilege to be here with you on this momentous occasion. It's an occasion of celebration, celebrating your achievements, accomplishments, and happy to be with you all, with you graduating students of batch of 2022 or class of 2024. What is that? Actually, I'm little confused, but yes, batch of 2022. Your proud parents, family members, your other faculty members from FM, MUM course. So before I start my address, expressing deep gratitude to our chief guest, Professor Manish Srivastava. He is a professor at New York University, for accepting our invite to deliver the convocation address and offer his blessings to all of us. Also thank Mr. Anurag from UMC for his presence at this convocation 2025. As the Dean of Faculty of Management, hearty congratulations to all of you, batch of 2022. And wish you all to become exceptional and outstanding achievers, professionals, and bring laurels to CEPT University and to this country as well. On this occasion, this is a very momentous occasion. I'm also providing you some of my pointers for your future journey. You may take it lightly. It's coming from a person who have spent 40 years in the professional world. So first is develop goals, and develop goals thoughtfully that are purpose-led. You also might have heard what our chief guest, Mr. Ajay Sir told in the morning today, sense of purpose. That is very important. And Not only develop the purpose, but pursue it with perseverance. So first point. Second point is the continuous learning mindset. While you are graduating today and CEPT has equipped you with the skills and competencies to be a productive member of the society, these academic attainments fulfill a very limited role in your professional journey. So you have to continue learning, unlearning, and relearning. And that actually is very important in your experiential journey, and that is what will sharpen you to reach your full potential and become the best version of yourself. I'm not going into the slokas savidyaya vimuktaye. I mean, in the contemporary world, that has a different connotation. Third is belief in yourself and focus on your well-being. That is very, very important. Must focus on your signature strengths and values, and always remember to not let tomorrow rob what is today. I have just, yesterday I was going through the posts on LinkedIn. Someone wrote that the butterflies don't fly during the rains. Actually, it damages their wings. So it's okay to rest, reflect, and rejuvenate during the storms of life. You will fly again when it's over. Fourth is practice humility and gratitude. So while we all know that the education is the most powerful weapon with which you can change or you can make the world better, but at the same time you have to recall that vidya dadati vinayam vinayad yati patrata patratvad dhanamapnoti dhanat dharmam tatah sukham. Means knowledge makes you humble, humility begets you worthiness, worthiness creates wisdom, wealth, and enrichment. Enrichment leads you to the right conduct, and the right conduct leads you to the contentment. So विद्या से विनय, विनय से पात्रता, पात्रता से धन, धन से धर्म, और धर्म से सुख प्राप्त होता है. So I believe that gratitude also increases well-being. You focus on your strengths and exercise gratitude for what is going right, and all those who support you in your journey. And by this, you will not only boost your self-esteem, but of others as well. And last but not the least, always be positive. Choose to be optimistic. Problems and crises are part of life. I just heard that one of our guests today, he lost his bag at Delhi. But every problem, every crisis has a silver lining. So maybe Professor Manish will also share more about it, how this provided him an opportunity to dance so well yesterday evening. Also, as a dean, it's my privilege to put forth a glimpse of our journey of last year before all of you. While more than a decade has elapsed since this program was launched at CEPT, we are still evolving. We are carving out our own path. And while moving ahead with our pursuit of excellence, I would like to mention that the batch of 2024, the admission 2024, we have 28 students coming from all over the country and with very diverse background, both in terms of their qualification, prior qualification, as also gender. And some of our key academic initiatives and events during the year 2024 include one seminar on from trash to tech that was taken by Mr. Sandeep Patel, co-founder and chief executive officer of NEPRA, that was held in the month of September. Another seminar we conducted on urban management and real estate prices by Professor Prashant Das from IIM Ahmedabad, that was held in October 14. We had one more seminar on systemic thinking by Manish Agrawal in the month of January 2024. Then we conducted Urban Innovation Challenge 2023-2024. This was focused on innovative ideas for waste management, specifically targeting urban waste problems. That was held in February 2024. Very happy to also share with you that we are organizing UIC 2.0 this year with 4 focus areas: plastic waste management, urban crisis management, managing urban spaces, and climate investment. That is scheduled on 25th of Feb this year. Then we had Prabandhan, our annual FM Day, 2-day event. We held this year in the month of November, and it also involved a very insightful interaction on the theme of Urban Crisis Challenge. Students played multiple various roles, managing a flash flood during the Olympics in Ahmedabad, showcasing innovation and their teamwork. This was judged by 2 judges, one from Deloitte, Saket Mehta, and Professor Mukul Vashavara. Then our students also participated in multiple events at Prajatantra 2024 held in Lucknow in the month of November, where one of our students, Darshan, he also was, he finished as second runner-up in the field engagement activity. I would also like to showcase some of the major accomplishments of our faculty members under the guidance of Dr. Gayatri and her team, comprising Manish, Manasi, and Utkarsh, did a study on how has Smart Cities Mission complemented the health facilities and improved city health systems in Indian smart cities. This report has also since been uploaded on the CEPT web portal, and you can all access it. Then we had also the event where 2 of our alums, Devansi Shah and Mansi Sood, they presented at the International Conference on Theory and Practice of Electronic Governance. These research papers are an output based on the DRP under the guidance of Dr. Gayatri. Kudos to you. Then this is a long list, so I have to filter it. Then very happy to share with you all that Marcy, she published the book titled Transforming Waste Management, Challenges and Success of Indian Cities, published by Taylor and Francis. Then she also received a research grant from ICSSR under Vision Vikshit Bharat at 2047 for studying urban governance and future growth strategies of Indian cities. She also participated and moderated the session of circular economy organized by Mahua and hosted by NIUA in Goa under Cities 2.0. Then Astha, she actually presented many papers. She presented a paper titled Markets for TDRs, Transferable Development Rights, at IIM conference that was held in the month of December. She also presented a paper titled impact of metro availability on housing rentals in Chennai, at Barcelona in the month of November. And she also presented a paper titled Cities as Growth Hubs, Role of Imagination in Economic Planning. That was jointly organized by the University of Melbourne, CEPT University and SPA Delhi in the month of September. She has also co-authored an article on unpacking national rankings, what impacts architecture and planning institutions, and another on unlimited FSI in Hyderabad undesirable. So while wrapping up and before I conclude, I convey once again my best wishes to the graduating students of FM and urge you to go forward with confidence and be the champions and significant contributors to make our cities livable and also a livable planet. Thank you. Thank you very much. So now I would request our chief guest, Professor Manish Srivastava, to deliver the convocation address.
Good morning, Dean and Professor Pranavanji, Professor Gayatri, Professor Astha Agarwalji, Professor Mercy, Professor Shailesh, Professor Chirayu, and my old dear friend, Professor Jinraj Joshipura, who I'm so, full of delight to be a participant in the next steps of the future of this program and the future of this country and the world. Through you all who are graduating with an amazing sense of optimism from a wonderful program, which is perhaps the best program in India and recognized for being that around the world. So when I was thinking about what to talk to you about, I chose not to talk anything technical, although I'm happy to do it on the side with you all. But in my conversation with Professor Pranavant, a wonderful last conversation, something came up, and we were discussing paradoxes. And there is an Indian concept of paradox, which is represented in the Mahabharata, in the Aranya Parva, chapters 311 to 312. And this is a situation where Yudhishthira goes and there is a Yaksh who questions him. All the other Pandavas are dead. And there is a conversation between the Yaksh and Yudhishthira. These are questions important to life that are posed by the Yaksh. And Yudhishthira ultimately is able to answer those questions. And as a consequence of that, he is rewarded and all the brothers are alive again. So, and then the question was how to relate this to CEPT. So I have chosen to use the abbreviation, the CEPT, to talk about certain things that hopefully would be some small nuggets of a friendly, you can call it suggestion, advice, lived advice from somebody who is a student all his life, like me. And the things that came up was, let's revert from CEPT, so TPEC. T, time. We all live in this world. We have short lives, and there is a lot to accomplish. When you are young, graduating from a program, there are a lot of distractions coming out of this. Your degree is not the end. It's just one milestone. The real work starts here. And the work is to, make time go away. And the way time goes away is when you consume yourself with passion in improving the lives of others and directing your work to benefit your nation and the world. You come from a country which is which has, a deep, meaningful philosophical system, an engagement system of action where philosophy and action are unified in very unique ways, which the world doesn't fully understand even yet today. So your task, one of the things I would, if I were you, graduating with such a wonderful reputation and a passport of the degree that you have from here, is consume yourself with full passion and do not be afraid to work 20-hour days. I know sometimes you're working in your university and you wing it, right? When I was a student, I somehow studied in the last 3-4 days, and we passed the exam and we were happy. But over life, what I have learned is when you work with selfless action, the concept which is central to the Bhagavad Gita, which is you consume yourself in your work and time vanishes. But it vanishes even more when that consumption is dedicated to the welfare of others, especially the most vulnerable sections of our society. And a field like urban management, where your contribution is going to impact the lives of millions of people. The concepts you develop here in India are going to be valuable across the world, especially in the emerging countries of the world. And there is a lot that the developed countries can learn from India. The richness of its history, the richness of its culture, the richness of its intellectual power to construct and innovate new stuff. And, going back to that traditional resourcefulness that India has always been contributing to the world. And you are going to be instruments in that process. And the second T is thoughtfulness. Thoughtfulness involves sometimes withdrawing from the world to give yourself time, to be kind to yourself and kind to your own intellectual pursuit. The greatest ideas and thoughts sometimes come from solitude. So consider spending some time away from the glitter of this world, from the shiny objects of this world, and try to look within and get to a point, hopefully, from that within will arise those absolutely wonderful ideas which would surprise even you. Where did this come from? And in that pursuit of thoughtfulness, you have to be fearless, right? We construct this world in our imagination, and we also create limits on this world because of the limitations of our own mind. When you are young, you can go out and you can reconstruct this world because you are fearless. And that has to be done again with the same objective of how every action I take is going to benefit and improve the lives of others, especially those who are most vulnerable and likely to benefit. Now, service to vulnerable is a socialist ideal, many can say, but capitalism is not different in ways in its approach to solving the problems of the vulnerable, provided the right kind of policies are framed within the market system. So study the market system, study how policies should be created that have effect on those lives. So that was my couple of thoughts on time. Then I would, with P, pursue excellence, right? Nobody else is going to do it for you. Pursuing excellence requires an absolute dedication and a fierce selfishness to yourself. It is okay to be kind to yourself, right? Most of the time, because we are trying to achieve things, we are trying to be ambitious, we forget that we need to be kind to ourselves first before we can be kind to others. Your excellence is the only thing that will stay in this world. नाम गुम जाएगा, there was a Hindi song, चेहरा ये बदल जाएगा. आपकी आवाज़, किसी गीतकार की आवाज़, आवाज़ ही पहचान है. Your work is your identity. Make work your identity. And that can only happen not immediately, but it takes years and years of working under the radar with one objective. I want to be away from the shiny objects. This is my humble suggestion to you all. And focus under the radar, enriching yourself intellectually, keep yourself healthy, mentally and physically, and continue to focus on your pursuit of achievement. I don't know how many of you like to read books, but I'm a late bloomer. When I was young, your age, I did not like books. But my personal life evolved and it changed. And I just love books. If somebody gave me solitude and told me there is only so much time to live, how would you want to spend that time? I would want to read books and get to know people, right? Because it's a direct communication with the author. You can make friends, and friends have a lot of chit chat and good stuff that makes you happy in the short run. But a book is the distilled best thoughts of a person. In that way, you can, converse with them and understand. And then you start making friends with these authors, and then the whole world arises. And that world is uniquely innovative and your own. Your view of all those, what you got, those knowledge from those books and the thought processes is going to lead you to construct original and innovative ideas. Okay? Perseverance, as Professor Pranavanji said, perseverance is the key. There will be a lot of vicissitudes in life. When you are young, your parents took care of you, and you have to be very grateful to your parents lifelong, because the pain they took to raise you, to send you to university at great cost to them, you will never be able to repay. And they want to see the same perseverance in you when you pass it along to your children and to the society, because at the end of the day, the society is a product of your life's work. The society is your kid, the next generation that is coming. So serve it that way. It helps to persevere when you do something with a selfless action, as a selfless action. The moment it crops into your mind, and I'm doing something for some end, that is the cause of all unhappiness. Unless the end is to the service of your community, your state, or your nation, and the world. And perseverance is a product of your internal strength. And that internal strength is something that nobody can ever take away from you. And it is a strength that you can pass along to your future generations. And obviously, the third P I thought of was preservation. You have the great fortune of being born in this great country, which every country has its issues. Every society has its issues. But the richness of the culture and the history of this country is incomparable to any other place in the world. Preserving the things and making them more dynamic to contextualize in the modern time is the obligation of your generation. Do not deny the past. Incorporate the past, reform it, innovate upon it, and let it thrive. Let this country be a shining example to the world of what diversity it is already an example of diversity, but do it in a way that is all encompassing. Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam, the Prime Minister says all the time, but live it. Live Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam in everyday life without creating the other and secluding anyone. And that will only come from your sense of commitment, dedication, and gratitude for all the things that you have received. The third is E. So empathy, right? Empathy arises when you have self-awareness. One of the greatest and the best things you can do in your lives is develop a sense of self-awareness. Many people are very fortunate from an early stage to be self-aware. Most people are not, especially when you are young, your hormones are running left and right. It's very difficult to be self-aware. You're controlled by your hormones. You're controlled by the attachments of this world. You are controlled by the shiny objects that exist are brought to your attention. Success means being able to dissociate from it or have the capacity to be self-aware enough to withdraw from it and try to understand the other person's position, right? The way the world works it's evolutionary. Things work, there is adjustment, some things fail, but what hopefully remains is something that is more stable than the previous version. And that is what culture is. That's why preservation is related to empathy. When you are empathetic, you can design policies that are going to be valuable to those who need them, who are going to be at the receiving end of it. Every action you take when you contribute to policy, whether from a position of power or not from a position of power, there should be no difference. There should be a desire to contribute with selfless action, irrespective of the outcome of whether you will find credit for it or not. Your credit, this is a secret. Anything good you do in this world, and you don't get credit sometimes, it's okay. Credit will always chase you back if you do something with a great intention. Okay? Don't worry about the credit. And the other E is environmental action. The world has been deprived of a lot of our natural resources. You are in the urban management program. It is your responsibility to pursue environmental action fearlessly through organizing, through your policy inputs, through creative, innovative solutions, through facilitating financial solutions for problems that have not yet been thought sometimes in the right way. Creating institutions, being a part of those institutions, and not being afraid to do so. You have to be engaged. You have to be engaged with the rest of the society, even though you are solitude. So you can say, I'm standing here and saying, be engaged and be solitudinous. There is no contradiction. When you discover yourself and the self-awareness in your solitude, naturally as an outcome of that will be an engagement process where you will engage with the world in terms which are amazing. And the world will come back and be attracted to you in a similar way, right? You attract who you become. So become the best, so you attract the best. And educate. What you learn, what you contribute, share it with others. Because your time is short for all of us. I have lived a larger fraction of my life than you all have. So time is short. You got to create a society which is more robust and stable and benefits, from your experiences. It's good to be a teacher. In order to be a good teacher, a great teacher, you have to be a learner first. Lifelong learning is a commitment I would make if I was you at this stage of your lives. And then take it, impart to those who have no chance of being offered that level of knowledge and thoughtfulness. That is how societies are created, and that is how you'll create a great nation. And finally, C. I talked about self-awareness. Self-awareness is not something that is a conceptual construct. The great genius of this country is to offer to the world. In India, you used to say, philosophical systems of India, the world is an appearance. So you are young and you say, the world is so full of shiny objects, where there is appearance. But with time, you will realize, the more you spend time in solitude, that you can have an approach like a witness. A witness is something that can observe others. And that witness can observe your mind. So your witness is different than your mind. Your witness can observe the workings of your body. So that witness is not your body. That witness is you that can understand the mind and the body. And that understanding arises when you spend time with yourself. And once that happens, you recognize that there is this unique power that powers you into doing things, that catalyzes your action for the good with a wonderful intention. So getting to know who you are, that's what's called in India the process of self-discovery. From that will arise empathy, will arise compassion, will arise curiosity. Understanding and self-awareness of your own consciousness is not nihilism. It is the power that empowers you and others to do good work. And finally, there is a beautiful Yiddish word called chutzpah. I don't know if you heard, which also starts with a C. And chutzpah means the fearless drive to action, the temerity to take action where others are fearful. So go out into this world with a sense of chutzpah, with a sense of humility, as Professor Prana once said, and immerse yourself in constructing yourself, building yourself up, despite all the vicissitudes the world will throw at you. And your work for constructing this society, this nation, and constructing this world starts now. So congratulations to the class of 22, the batch of 22 and the class of 2024. Congratulations again.
Thank you, Professor Manish Srivastava. I am sure your words would guide the students in their path ahead. We would now invite the... Before we move to the conferment of degrees, I would like to announce the faculty level awards of proficiency. I would like to invite Professor Manish Srivastava to please come on stage and give the award certificate. The first category is Academic Excellence Award, first year. The award certificate for academic excellence in the first year goes to Sharish Khan. Congratulations, Sharish. The second category, Academic Excellence Award, second year, goes to Mansi Sood. Congratulations, Mansi. अभी वापस उसको ये भी बोलना है ना. Okay. The third category award for the best research project. The award certificate goes to two students, Rakshana Devi and Rakshana, please. Mansi Sood. Congratulations, Mansi and Rakshana. Thank you, Professor Manish Srivastava. Lastly, we have the fourth category of CEPT University and the Urban Management Center Award. I would request Anurag to come on stage and give the award certificate. The award certificate for CEPT University and Urban Management Center, Best Research in the area of municipal management, goes to Rakshana Devi. Congratulations, Rakshana. Thank you, Anurag. Now, it's finally the time to confer the degrees to the graduating batch. I would request our Dean, Professor Pranwan, to come on stage and give the degrees. The chairman and the members of the Board of Management of the CEPT University, on the nomination of the Executive Council, have conferred upon the following students the degree of Masters of Management Studies, Urban Management. Shah Devanshi Rakesh Kumar. Khushi Kesarwani. Mansi Sood. Parul Saini. Rakshini Reddy. Rakshana Devi. D.S. Rakshana Devi. Rose Jose. S.R. Shiva Subramanian. Utkarsh. Vaishnavi Mangesh Bhagwat. Renuka R. Nair. Thank you, sir. Now I request Mansi Sood, who is an award winner of Academic Excellence, the Distinguished Student Award at the university level, and the Academic Excellence Award second year, and the Best Research Project at faculty level, to share her experience.
Good afternoon, everyone. First off, I am extremely grateful and honored to receive all the awards that I have today. This moment feels surreal, not just because of the awards and the convocation, but also because it's not every day that I get to stand here feeling so overdressed as well as educated. The second part being something my friends can vouch for. So, firstly, I would really like to thank CEPT University and the Faculty of Management for providing such an enabling environment, unlimited opportunities, and the kind of exposure that we get here. Next, I would really like to thank my professors as well as my mentors, Mr. Chirayu Bhatt, Dr. Gayatri Doctor, Dr. Mercy Samuel, Dr. Astha Agarwala, and a few of them who are not here, Shelly ma'am, Radhika ma'am, Shailesh sir, thank you so much. Next, a huge thanks goes to my batchmates here and a special shout out to the Hamche gang. Without you guys, it would not have been possible for me to survive and thrive here like I did. So yeah, as I stand here with these awards, I certainly realize that success is never a solo endeavor. It is a culmination of efforts and collaborations with a lot of people who have contributed to my journey. Lastly, my parents who could not be here, but I am extremely grateful for my chosen family, my friends, Priya and Akshay, who are here to support me every time. Thank you so much, and I wish a best of luck to my batch as well as the junior batches. And I'm sure all of us would do great things, are already doing great things, and would do even greater things in the future. Thank you.
Now, I would request Rakshana to who is the recipient of the Best Research Project at faculty level and the CEPT University and Urban Management Center Award, to share her experience.
Okay. A very warm good afternoon to everyone present here. I'm really grateful and honored to receive the Best Research Project Award and the UMC Award for Best Research in the field of municipal management. I'm really thankful to UMC for honoring me with this award. This award, I would also like to thank my thesis guide, DRP guide, Dr. Mercy Samuel ma'am, who has been a constant source of support since the first semester when I took her policy elective till DRP. And without her, this research project would have not turned out what it did turn out. So I'm really thankful and grateful to her. I would also like to thank the faculties at Faculty of Management, CEPT University. This journey has been a roller coaster ride for me personally. And before joining the course, I didn't think this course was what I wanted to do, but I'm glad I took the risk and I was able to achieve what this thing. I would also like to know that thank Dr. Gayatri ma'am. She has been very patient and kind enough and supportive to me and to my batchmates throughout these last 2 years during Prajatantra and during placements also. Without her patience is something I really appreciate, and I'm really thankful for that. Also, I would like to thank, even though they're not here, Shelly ma'am and Radhika ma'am, who are our studio tutors in the first semester. Their motivation and the way they taught us to learn and to unlearn things, what we have already learned, and to think from a very different perspective is something that really helped me in the last 2 years. So also, I have a few more faculties over here who I'd like to really thank. Firstly, to Rajnikant sir, his financial modeling elective has really helped me. To Shurupa ma'am, even though she's not here, but I would like to really highlight that the hygiene factors she taught us is something I'm realizing how crucial it is right now. I would also like to thank Shailesh sir. Sir, you made us work remotely and collaborate on Teams and Google Meet for our projects. Right now, that has been useful to see that, like in work, when we work on Teams and work remotely, that gave me a foreshadowing. Yeah, this is how it's gonna be going forward. So that was something I'd really like to, appreciate making us do. And I would also thank Chirayu sir. Sir, thank you for giving us the support and funds for last year Prabandhan. I'm pretty sure my batchmates and I really agree that we really appreciate your stories, and especially the one about oranges. I'm pretty sure my batchmates would be relating to it. Finally, I would like to really thank Jyoti ma'am, who's over there, and Jenny, who has been really supportive and encouraging and motivating us in college. And yeah. Okay. Lastly, I would really like to thank my parents, Amma, Appa, my brother, and Prakhar for really supporting me and making sure I make the right choices and trusting me when I make the right choices, even though when I don't, they're always there to back me up. And finally, my dear classmates, all the 11 of us, Rakshni, Parul, Mansi, Kushi, Devanshi, Rose, Shiva, Utkarsh, Vaishnavi, and Renuka. You guys have been the best part of CEPT, and I am really grateful and to meet you all again. And I really cherish our wonderful times here at CEPT. So kudos to us for completing this course and and moving forward in life and learning new things. So happy graduation, everyone. Thank you.
So now that the degrees and awards have been confirmed, I hereby declare the closing of ceremony. But there are some important announcements. The food counter, both regular and Jain, for the Faculty of Management has been arranged in the South Lawn, and the counters will be live at 1 o'clock. The graduated batch can collect the original mark sheets from Jyoti here in the auditorium before going for lunch. We will assemble for all the group photographs. So we assemble for the first photograph where all the university level award winners, chief guest and faculty members, please come on stage. Where's Asta? Okay, we may wait a minute or two for Asta to come in. In the meanwhile, I will do the vote of thanks a little ahead of completing all the photographs. I think Professor Asta has gone to get the students who have come from New York University, who are going to be with us. So post-lunch, she's there. Post-lunch, we have scheduled an interaction with the students of New York University and the current batch of students at 2 o'clock in the auditorium over here after the lunch thing. Yeah, so now we can have the first photograph where the faculty, yeah. Asta. Yes, yes, yes. Now the faculty level awards. Sharish, Rakshana, Mansi. Now the entire graduate group. So let us go to the. The students will be at the back. Yeah. No, just a second before we break for lunch, I would just like to thank everybody, right? The graduating batch, the current students, faculty, parents, and our admin, Jyoti, Jenny, and not to forget our two peons, Suresh Bhai and Mahendra Bhai, and the entire IT team and whoever has worked to make this convocation a big success. Okay, now we can have the graduated batch on stage. They can take their, scarf throwing